Welcome back to Remotely Wasted, guys. Here to talk college football with you. Before we even begin, comment down below. I don't care what you comment. You could tell us
Six,
that we
seven.
suck. Yeah, comment 6, 7. If you don't comment, you're gay.
I was about to
That's
say something. I was about to say something nefarious.
I don't know.
Just nefarious.
That'll get a shadow ban, but yeah, if you don't comment, you're gay. So comment down
The
below.
only your gay trick will get him always works.
Comment down below. I don't care what you say. We need that engagement to grow the channel.
Now they
But
gotta do it. They have to do it.
appreciate a lot of the recent subscribers and stuff like that. So appreciate you guys. This was a crazy weekend. There was about 6, 7 upsets this weekend, and there was a lot. There was a lot of crazy
Yeah.
matchups. There was like almost the whole top 10 lost this weekend.
Funny enough, I was sick and missed like the whole day. I didn't get to watch I watched like four games in the evening. I was literally asleep all day.
It was a great. I mean, it started off like I watched like Vandy LSU. Then obviously, I'm watching my team play. I'm watching OU play South Carolina, going to Georgia Ole Miss. Like that was a really
I watched
entertaining game.
a little bit of that game, just a tad.
That game was incredible. Like as far as like that man Gunnar Stockton, man, he's
Dog.
he's a he's a baller. Like he's not the most talented guy in the world, but
He's
like
like
he
Haynes
is a
King.
dog. He is. He's just like Haynes, not just like Haynes King, but he'll go get the yardage with his feet. He'll try his best to throw. Like he's good. There was just so much going on this weekend. I mean, I'm trying to think of like what the biggest story is. I'll say actually, you know what? I know there's a bunch of big stories, but one story that should be getting more attention, or one thing people should be talking about a little bit more, is the fact that Brian Kelly is a fraud at LSU. That should be the one of the top stories. For as much money as he got, the expectations they had going into this year, they have
Yeah.
yet to really play a good game. I mean, their biggest win was like against Clemson, I think was the biggest win they had all year. And look at Clemson right now. They're like 3-4.
Yeah, they asked Brian Kelly, man. Did he get another like meme moment from the post game? Like, was he slamming the table again, or was it like the old one resurfaced?
I think I saw like the old
I
clip
was like, no way
used for that.
he got memed again. The way he got memed again. I
I'm
was like,
so angry.
yeah, it's that one. I was waiting to like for the video to pop, but I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
maybe it was just a re-uploaded image. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean
he's
with all the talk, I mean there's a let's see, there's Billy Napier's gone. Mike Norvell, he's staying, but that was a big conversation throughout the weekend. Jay
barely.
Norvell lost his job. There was like one other one that's
Yeah, I think there was another one.
Hugh Freeze is like
Oh,
a
they
big
finally let him go.
conversation. No, they didn't let him go, but it's like it's kind of up in the air if he's gonna finish the season out with Auburn. So there's
Oh,
like
he
there's a
loses
lot
another game.
going
It's
on.
over.
And normally I would save the Florida State till team talk, but I got an image I want to pull up.
Oh God.
Um,
Is that our last 6 years record?
nah, it's not. Okay, let's see. How do I want to do that?
Boy, I can't wait.
This old guy right here.
I don't see
Uh,
anything.
you don't see
Let me.
anything?
No, let me stop sharing. Oh, the dude that said he was gonna eat the shit.
Like at this
No,
point,
yeah, we're cursed, dude. He's gonna
is
do
this
it.
is this what needs to be done to bring Florida State football back? Would you be willing
I'm not
to
eating
do it
shit.
for
No,
him?
no, no. I'll find a new team.
uh, I do. That's just like this whole because everybody, when you guys beat Bama, like when Florida State beat Bama, the whole thing was like the curse is over. But I think the curse is not over, and I don't think it's gonna be finished
Not
until
so
that
fast,
man
my
does
friend.
it.
I wonder where that dude's at. He's probably
He went
still
into
kicking
hiding.
himself in the ass. He's in
He's in
witness
witness
protection.
protection. He can't go out in Florida though. They won't let him live.
It's on site out there.
But
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
God.
crazy. crazy weekend. I mean, there's just so much chaos. I'm hoping for just like one more weekend like that to really, really shake things up. Because as much as that, it happened this past weekend, like it feels like a lot of the teams that lost are still right there in playoff contention. Like it didn't, like you're looking at Miami, they're sitting at rank 9. Like that didn't really hurt them at all. Louisville
I
moved
mean,
up.
I guess they got lucky. Louisville's only got one loss.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to touch on that because we're not going to talk about Miami a lot. That loss, like watch it. I went back, watched the highlights, everything. That loss is solely on Carson Beck.
Oh yeah, he, he's like he's good, but he's turnover prone. He had that issue last year. Um, that's just what it is. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Like
He had the
two
nerve.
years
Did you?
ago, like it wasn't really that issue, and then last year it was like turnovers, 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 and everybody was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Dude just fell off a cliff.
It's
What, he
weird
had
because I
five
mean,
picks?
four, but that one he had one that got called back because of that roughing the passer penalty. So
Nah,
he
that was
really had
bullshit.
five.
It
He
should have
had
been five.
five. He had five, but he had one called back. So like, box score says four.
That penalty was bullshit. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
still four,
But I'm
five,
pretty
whatever
sure
you
he
want to
threw a
call it.
drive on that. Or I think he threw a pick on that same drive where they called that penalty. So
I think so.
it was all for nothing.
Yeah, I mean Louisville's a good team. Like they got a good defense. Offense did what they needed to do, and defense came up with stops. I mean, I think if he doesn't throw those four interceptions, they probably win the game. Because it was still close. Like they didn't lose by a lot. What was that? Like one score? Yeah, they lost by 3 points. Yeah,
Yeah, because I mean they
four
were coming back towards the end of the
interceptions.
game.
Say they only get fucking one touchdown off any of them. Like that's enough to lose you the game in this instance. Or one field goal was the difference.
I think it says a lot about Miami's defense, like that they didn't let Louisville score more. I think they do still have a very good defense because
Yeah, I mean,
you give the other team four extra possessions and you only lose by three. I say your defense is holding up pretty
yeah,
good
and you
for you.
only gave up 24 points, so you're not having to go out there score 45 to like, keep it close. So, it was a good game. I still think Miller Moss is kind of a bum.
Well, they had like they're playing like two quarterbacks. I think there was like
Really?
another quarterback that was getting touches during the game. I don't know if he's just a running guy
I
or
wonder
not. I
because
can't
Miller
remember his
Moss,
name.
like early on, I don't remember what he did. I don't know if he threw a pick, but like he was coming off the sideline, and the coach was like fucking yelling at him. Like he was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And digging in his butt, like getting in him, just trying to get him to lock in because he was pretty good for like a little while, and then he kind of just lost his momentum and was not in rhythm, and I don't know if he was just trying to like just jumping back into like reality or what, but yeah, he was getting his ass.
I mean,
It was a
yeah,
good
I
game,
mean,
good
yeah,
game.
it was a good game. I mean,
Love to see Miami lose though. Fucking get shit on.
it was really just incredible to see them lose Friday night trap game. Carson Beck throwing the picks. He had the nerve after the game to kind of
Blame it on the wrong route.
blame the receiver. Like, okay, but what about the other three? If you just want to blame that
Yeah,
one, and I will say Malachi Tony went crazy
Menace.
again.
He
That
should
man
try.
is he might be the
I
best
don't
receiver in
know.
college
I don't know what
football.
Miami's due for quarterback next year, but if I'm him, I'm transferring. He's gonna be he's, he's gonna
I'm
be
going to
at
Ohio
Ohio
State.
State. I think Ty Simpson's a senior, isn't he?
Can't remember. I think he might be a junior.
Oh, he's not coming back. If he does, I would go to Alabama instead. But Julian Sands progressing as the years going on. Um, yeah, those are the two schools I would go to.
Yeah,
Or like,
he's an incredible receiver. I mean,
dude's a menace to society.
his stat line is just not doesn't even give him credit. I think he had like 10 for 130, but like just the impact he makes when you actually just watch the plays, like when he's
He
on
just
the field, he's electric.
he gets open. He's super like wiry. He's fast as fuck. He's not that big. Like I don't know. He's like it's annoying as shit. It's like a fast lad McConkey almost is what it kind of reminds me of. It's like annoying.
He's one of the more entertaining players in college football. Another like kind of I feel like should a thing that should be discussed. Like at this point, like if you're an undefeated team I think that's pretty big. Like I don't care about your strength of schedule at this
There's only
point. If
four
you're
left, right? In the top 25? Five. The
there's
top three, Georgia Tech and BYU.
yeah, and then the problem for me is Navy is undefeated right now. They're not
Yeah.
even in the top 25. I
They're not
think
even
at
getting
this
any,
point
they got 28.
they should be in the top 25. I don't care about the strength of schedule. If you're 6, 7 and 0,
I mean, they
like
should at least be like right here where Texas is, like at least. Who's
that's what
Navy?
I'm
Does Navy
saying.
play Notre Dame this year?
I think they do. I think they almost always do.
I think so too, so they got Notre Dame and South Florida and Memphis. That's and
And they
North
got North
Texas.
Texas
But
isn't
shit,
easy
that's a
either,
rough
so
4 game stretch. They win all four of those, they'll probably be top 12.
yeah, I mean, I would say even if they just only lose to the Notre Dame game, that's still a pretty impressive resume.
I mean, all they gotta do is win win, be the best Group of 5 team. Right now, it looks like it's South Florida, but because Memphis just got smacked by UAB.
Yeah, that was an interesting
It was like 20 some point like underdogs.
yeah, and it was Chris Mortensen's son was like the interim coach because they fired
Yeah, funny enough, right after they fired Trent Dilfer, they come back and upset undefeated Memphis. I'd be if I was Trent Dilfer, I'd be like, come on, dog. Like, was it me? or like,
I don't
I don't
like
know.
see I don't like Trent Dilfer. Um
Old Dilfer dimes.
I didn't like the way he was running that program. Like I just saw like some videos of him like cussing out his assistant coaches, and I'm like, nah, you
Because they
can't talk,
soft.
you can't talk to the your coaches like their players unless you're Nick Saban. Like if Nick Saban could do it, but like anybody else, like no, that's not gonna fly. And sure enough, he leaves, and then his assistant coaches win him a game. So hey,
I'd be upset.
it all worked out. So
It is what it is.
well, I guess we're ready for our top six, and damn, was it kind of hard with all the things that happened this weekend to form a top six.
I feel like my top
Like
six is like, I mean, it's almost like what they got. It's kind of hard to like really take some of these teams out to like put other teams in. It's like the only one you could really take out of that top six is Oregon, which is the one that I don't have in mind. But I got Georgia Tech at 6.
okay, what's your reasoning for putting Georgia Tech over Oregon? Undefeated, just
I mean,
simply the
yeah, they're
undefeated.
undefeated. I mean, they don't have any like super great wins. Oregon's best wins, Penn State. Penn State has lost 4 in a row now. Clemson. I mean, that's kind of a rivalry game. I think it is a rivalry game. They did squeak it out. Unfortunately, I wish it was a bigger win, but I mean, they're doing what needs to be done. Haynes King's balling out. They got really nothing else left on the schedule till they hit Pitt and Georgia. But I mean, as long as they win the next 4, they're in the conference championship. I mean, you could rest your starters for Georgia if you wanted. Who gives a shit about that game? Um, yeah, I mean, Oregon, their schedule's ass with the loss and then the win to Penn State. Like they got nothing.
Yeah,
They got nothing.
I actually 100%. I didn't put Oregon in my top six either because Penn State's no longer an impressive win. They don't really have anything else to show for it. Um, they just beat up on small schools. Penn State going to double overtime doesn't look good. You lose to the one good team you play in Indiana. So I wouldn't say they're a bad team. They could be good, but I need to see more from them. So I had a dilemma where I was like, am I gonna put Georgia Tech at 6? Am I gonna put I kind of even for a second flirted with putting Miami at 6, like give them kind of like, oh, it was just Carson Beck's fault. But ultimately, I decided to go with BYU. They don't have a
I
super
respect it.
impressive schedule either, but they did get a win over Utah, who, I think they're ranked when they played.
Big
But
rivalry.
besides that, not much on the schedule. Defense is okay. Like they haven't allowed more than 30 so far this season. Like the defense is pretty good.
And they still got
Um,
Texas Tech and Cincinnati, so those aren't gonna be easy wins, both on the road. Even Iowa State's not easy. I think Sam Levitt's back, so I mean, then they just beat Texas Tech. Or is that am I thinking Arizona State?
yeah, Arizona State just beat Texas Tech.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Iowa State's got Rocco back. That's who I'm thinking of. What the fuck have they been doing? 5-2. Okay, so it's still respectable. I get those two
Yeah.
teams confused
They lost to
every
Colorado a couple years ago
single
or a couple
time.
weeks ago.
Yeah. But yeah, BYU's just cruising along, kind of like Georgia Tech, just doing what they need to do, playing what they got on their schedule. So, they both could, win their conferences, make the playoffs. I think they could both afford to drop a game, maybe. I don't know. The ACC is getting a little tight up at the top. There's like four teams that are
Yeah,
like right there. So
I think
you
Georgia Tech kind of
you
has
lose a
to
game, you
win.
might be out. Um, because I mean they don't play Miami. They don't play Virginia. Do they play Louisville? No. I think
All they got is
NC State's up there too. So it's a little competitive up there at the top. Yeah, it's the ACC. I don't know what the Big 12 is looking like, but I mean you got Texas Tech right there with BYU.
Arizona State's
Um,
kind of back up in the mix after that
Cincinnati
win.
too. So like it's like looks like it's those three at the top. But Texas Tech can rebound. Unfortunately, they lost. I was kind of upset.
I was loving it. I
All
was loving
Hammond wasn't
any
cooking.
Big 12 loss. I'm on board for the rest of the season. So
Well, why?
enjoying the Big 12. They're just some haters. I'll talk about it on Team Talk.
Oh, they talking shit.
I'm gonna
Are you losing?
Yeah, they just went in, but it's okay. I mean, we had 14 conference championships in the 28 years it's been a conference. So, I mean, y'all have fun, Texas Tech. Y'all. Then they were talking because like, oh, Brent Venables, he didn't have his record was like 10-8 in the Big 12. Well, guess what? He has the same amount of 10-win seasons in the Big 12 as Texas Tech does since 2000. So and it's 2 years in the Big 12. So fuck Texas Tech. Fuck your oil money. As soon as the price of a barrel goes down, y'all are ass again because you won't be able to afford all these players. Y'all are garbage. Um
Okay. Moving on. What you got at five?
Georgia. I went with Georgia here. I
I got
mean,
Georgia at five.
their defense is ass. I will say that. Their defense is not very good.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit.
But their offense is nice, and Gunnar Stockton, he's a fiery player. He's a leader. Kirby Smart, obviously, he's a great coach. But that they
Yeah.
got to get that defense to really
It's like
tighten
every
up at
big
least.
game is like it's a fucking shootout, three against Tennessee, three against Bama. They killed Kentucky 'cause Kentucky doesn't have a quarterback. 10 against Auburn,
And
fucking
they could have lost
close
Auburn
against Ole
Auburn
Miss.
very easily. They very easily could have lost Auburn if that fumble touchdown thing wasn't an
Yeah,
issue. So
100%. That would completely swung the game, like all the momentum. It would have been what, 17-20 or I don't because I think they went down and scored after that. I can't remember, but
yeah,
um
it was like a 14-point swing basically.
yeah. I mean, and they're looking ahead, like Florida's but they just fired their coach, so yeah, who knows what the fuck's gonna be going on in Florida and how they're gonna come out this week. So it should be an easy win. Mississippi State on the road. It should be doable. It's not the easiest game, but it should be fine. Texas at home should be easy dub. Charlotte, their next hardest game is Georgia Tech, and then
And
at that point it doesn't
I will
matter.
say Georgia Tech. I mean they took them to however many overtimes that
Like
was last
6.
year, and they had a way better team last year. Georgia did. So I mean I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
count Georgia Tech out, but it is at home.
you gotta think about it too. So say Georgia Tech wins out the rest of their games. Georgia wins out the rest of their games. They're both locks for their conference championship, probably. Georgia with one loss. Um, who knows how the rest of the SEC is going to shake out? Maybe they don't get it in with the one loss. Who knows? Uh, like does Georgia Tech even play their starters in that game?
I mean like I think they
It's a
will.
meaningless game. Meaningless.
It's a rivalry
Right before
though.
conference championships.
It's a rivalry. I mean like I that same thought crossed my mind last year. Like why are Ohio State and Michigan even playing each other? Like why are they starting their starters if Ohio State's locked for the playoffs? But nobody did it last year, which makes me think nobody's gonna
Yeah,
do it
still a thought though.
this year. But it's I mean it depends. Like somebody's eventually gonna do it probably. I
But
just
it's
don't
getting
know when
harder
it's
and
gonna
harder
happen.
every year to like win. So I don't
It's a
know.
risky move. it
And
could kill
especially
the
with like
sport.
Georgia Tech, Haynes King, the dude just runs into people for fun. They put up through another week of just getting hit. Oh no. Maybe you just sit him,
It's
let him
a
play like a quarter. Who knows?
it's a thought. Like it is a thought, and I hope it's never happens
Yeah,
because that's when we're gonna see rivalries die, or they're gonna have to reschedule rivalries like
earlier in the
to
season.
where they're earlier in the season. It's gonna
I
kind of
think
kill the
it'll.
sport.
The sport's already getting killed. Come on.
I mean, like right now, it's still good as far as what we're seeing on the field. Like I feel like this is the peak of it, and if
Yeah.
they're gonna change it and make it worse. Like they're just getting greedier and greedier, and this is like as good as it could possibly be. Because like a 12 team playoff is awesome to me because like
Yeah.
last year, like I had no complaints about the top 12 because even let's say your team doesn't get in, they're at like 14, 13. Who cares? Like at that point, like if my team's lost 3 games, I'm not gonna get mad that they didn't make the playoff.
Should have
Like
won.
I would love it if they did, but like it doesn't like you can't
Oh,
get mad at that.
you win 13 and then you still don't make it. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to we don't have those problems anymore with the 12 team
Yeah,
playoff.
conveniently.
Because y'all would have been number 5 that year if it was a 12 team playoff. So
Anyways, number 4, I got Bama.
well, okay. Okay. So Bama's got a lot of ranked wins, 4 straight ranked wins. Is it just
Yep.
like you can't put a one loss over unranked? Is that kind of or
Yeah,
undefeated?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm drawing the line. The next three are it's pretty much these three. Just one of them switched, or two of them are switched.
Okay, I went with A&M at 4. Um, they kind of fucked around a little bit against Arkansas, but
Actually, I
I
don't
still
know. Yeah, okay, never mind. Never mind. Carry on.
we were like let me let
I
me
was like,
finish
why the
that
fuck
thought.
do I have A&M over Bama? But then I was like, because I thought A&M. I still think they've lost the game, but they haven't. Never mind. Carry on.
No, they haven't lost, so they did mess around a bit against Arkansas, but that is a rivalry game for them. It was in Little Rock. So I'm giving them a pass on that a little bit. Notre Dame to me still an impressive win, especially after what Notre
It's
Dame
yeah,
just did to USC this past weekend. I think Notre Dame is pretty good.
they're getting better.
Yeah, I mean, A&M is like they're another team kind of like Georgia where I'm like I need to see a little bit more before I really take you seriously. Looking at LSU, they should win that unless it's going to be at night. Death Valley at night, that could be an upset.
Yeah,
Um
it depends. Does the offense ever show up for LSU?
and
Ever?
then
Are they ever gonna
they
show
gotta
up?
go to Missouri, they gotta go to Texas. That's another rivalry game. Um
I think Missouri is the last hard game on the schedule.
I think they could very easily lose to Texas just because it's a rivalry. They're
Yeah,
kind of like
I
they're
mean,
kind of the little brother of that
they did it to you
rivalry.
guys. Like they definitely played up to the competition in that game. So it's definitely it's doable at home, 100%.
A&M's like they're still kind of a question mark, but like defense for the most part it's been good this year. Marcel Reed's been clutch. They got Carver and Concepcion. They're both very good receivers. I like most of everything I've seen from A&M. It's just like you got a game like this against Arkansas where you're kind of messing around a little bit. It's not like I don't think the game was ever in
Playing with
danger for
fire.
them, but yeah, you're just playing with fire a little bit. Auburn, you're playing with fire a little bit. Um, I will say Auburn is a more impressive win than people think because if you look at
Auburn is
Auburn's
good.
losses, they've lost 4 games and they've all been like one score games. So they're actually like pretty good
They're good.
to a good team. Like they lost one score to Oklahoma, one score to Georgia, one score to who was the other team they lost to?
Ole Miss?
Something like
I
that. And
don't know. Was
then
it Ole
yeah,
Miss
but
Miss?
they A&M and somebody else.
No.
So
The fuck?
they're a good team.
Mm, you know what? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just saying Auburn's pretty good. They're not bad.
Yeah.
They
Sleep.
they
They're
don't
like,
have they don't have a quarterback.
nope.
or they got a
He
turnover
can't
heavy
throw.
quarterback
He
that
can't throw. He
sometime
can't
is
throw.
okay.
He
Yeah,
can.
he's a
He
good
can
runner.
run. He can run really well.
He's a great runner.
They might need to change
Um,
if they keep him. They have to probably change the offense scheme up. They do like a Georgia Tech style.
if they get rid of Hugh Freeze, they'll probably just follow Hugh Freeze. I'd bet to back to Liberty or wherever he's on the way to.
Oh shit, Liberty gonna go undefeated with Jackson Arnold. They
It'd be a
might
good
actually.
fit.
They might. I got A&M at 3 just because
Hmm.
they're undefeated. I think Alabama's probably the best team in the country, but they win a lot. They'd be number one.
Okay,
They
so
got the
you're
best wins.
you're A&M at 3. I'm assuming you have what, Ohio State at 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you giving like what's the reasoning behind Ohio State being above A&M?
I think Ohio State looks better. The Texas win's starting to look better as the season's going on a little bit. I mean, it looked really good and then it fell off and it's kind of creeping back up a little bit. Um, they're just killing everybody. I mean, pretty much. They're doing what they need to do. They're killing everybody. Julian Sayan's getting better every week. They don't really have any like great wins. Illinois is kind of falling off a little bit. Um, but I just think they look like the better team. They look more consistent than A&M. A&M looks a little shaky at times, but I feel like Ohio State hasn't really like ever been in trouble, like other than that first game in Texas, where it was like, okay, this game like one mistake really could cost either of these two teams. But since then, they just
Yeah, honestly,
they look great.
they're
Unfortunately,
they're like one of those like boa constrictor like type of teams where like it seems like, oh, I got a chance, and then just like as the game progresses, like they're just
and they're gone.
they're not whooping you like 55 to nothing, but they're just like slowly just suffocating you as the game goes on. They really have no holes. Like the quarterback's good, defense is good, receivers are good, running backs are good. I coaching's good. Like
Yeah,
there's really no weaknesses in them. They just haven't played anybody, but
which could come back to bite them in the ass.
and they don't have to play anybody the rest of the year except for UCLA is looking tough now,
Yeah,
and Michigan.
is UCLA good? I don't know. I mean, I still think they beat UCLA, but and then Michigan's yeah, who knows? I mean,
Could it be
Michigan's
year 5 in a
Michigan's
row?
good, and then like they're not at the same time. So
They Michigan was ass last year, and they won, and I think they're
yeah,
better than last year.
and
So it's not.
I think the Ohio State team was better last year too. So like it's like evened up a little bit. I mean, they're still not even, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just like with Ohio State, I'm just gonna assume they're good until I'm proven otherwise. I went with
Yeah,
Ohio State at 3, so I have them one spot below you.
you got Bama too.
I have Miami at 2 actually. I said I flirted around with
What
putting
the
them
fuck?
at 6, but I mean when the quarterback only throws like
What
no
the
fucking
fuck? Ain't no fucking else about to slap you.
no, I have Indiana at 2. Um
You got Bama at 1.
yeah, I got Bama at 1.
I
Indiana at
I don't hate
2.
it.
I mean Indiana is like honestly they're like Ohio State with like a better win, pretty much. Like they haven't really struggled other than that first game of the season. Like since then,
I mean, they
I mean, I
struggled with
guess
Iowa a little bit, but
yeah.
that's a terrible team to play unless you got like an offense that's like really good against that defense. But I mean, all the Big Ten offenses kind of play like
And defensively, Indiana is insane.
yeah, they look
Like
great. This
they
team
they
looks
might they have a top five
unbeatable.
defense.
They look unbeatable. They got no holes either.
They
So
got one of the best quarterbacks in the game.
Indiana and Ohio
Um,
State meeting up in the Big Ten as long as neither of them fuck it up, which I mean, Indiana's schedule is almost the same as Ohio State's. They both got UCLA. They both got Penn State left. They both got Purdue. Ohio State played Wisconsin already. I think Ohio State played Maryland already too. So very similar schedules. We'll see. Does either of them drop a game? I doubt it. So that's looking like it's the Big Ten championship game. I'm here for it.
And we got Coach Sig signing a extension, not
You
going
know,
anywhere, staying in Indiana. I
as
think
soon as
he's
that
there
Penn
for the
State
long
job came
haul.
up, they was like, fuck.
Like I feel like if he was gonna take another job, he would have done it this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
With Penn State being opened up,
it
Florida's
would have been
opened
that one. I
up.
think. I think it would have been that one.
So I don't see like the only other like team I could really see him ever doing that for, or a couple. It's either like if Bama somehow ever opens up, or if Ohio State somehow ever opens up,
But I think if
maybe.
like Oregon and they offered him like just a metric fuck ton of money, you know, fucking money over anything at this point. Just about for these coaches, it seems like.
He seems like he wants to build Indiana up. I like it. I like it quite a bit. So we got our 1 and 2 flipped, and you got Indiana at 1. I
It's
got
funny we're saying this about Indiana. Watch they turn into the next Bama and they have a dynasty for the next 10 years. And then like 4 or 5 years down the road, we're gonna be like, all right, we're sick of Indiana.
we
Can
just hate
somebody
Indiana. We
can
hate
somebody
him.
in the
Like
fucking Big Ten please beat out Indiana? Like it's gonna be Indiana and like Ohio State, and they're gonna be like the Alabama, like Georgia, like
that makes me like think like how long does it take for a team to like overstay their
become
welcome?
become hateable. Like it's as soon as you start like winning too much too often. I think if they were somehow to win it this year, everybody would be like, oh my god, that's fucking sick, you know. Sig's the best coach of all time. Indiana is the new Alabama. Dynasty begins. Especially if they look dominant through the whole thing, and they depending on what they have coming back, and then say they go back to back. People are like, "Oh my god, this is insane." They lose year three. They don't win it. Maybe they lose year four. Then they win year five. And you're like, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Honestly, I
Then
think
they win it
even
again. They go back to back again.
I think even by year 3,
If they want like a three peat.
you might be sick of them by the time that year
Oh,
starts.
because like everybody doesn't want another team to like three peat or something like that. Like back to back's like reasonable. You're like okay, but as soon as you start encroaching on that three peat is when the haters come out. You're like, my team's not gonna three peat. My team's never three peated. Fuck no. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe year three, but I would say
Well,
like year
it
five.
also gets to a point like when a team starts out as an underdog, like everybody likes them, and then for me at least, like when everybody is just rooting for an underdog, at a certain point it starts getting annoying to me. So I'm just like, oh, everybody's just bandwagoning on this underdog all of a sudden. Like
Pretty much.
we've messed with Indiana since the beginning. I feel like so like it's cool, but I kind of hate it when like I don't know, like everybody just starts bandwagoning on like I don't know who's really up and coming right now besides them, but just like if somebody out of just out of the woodwork just started just rooting for Indiana like crazy, like that's probably not going to happen this year. But I bet next year.
If they won it this year, then next year people are like, I like Indiana.
That's when it annoys me because I'm like, where are
Since
all
when?
these where are all these Indiana fans coming from? Like
We
nobody's
was
ever
pulling
liked
for Indiana
Indiana.
last year.
Like
Didn't get it
nobody's ever
done, but
liked them. And well, what really annoys me is when people start acting like that's their number one team all of a
nah,
sudden.
hell no.
Like you got like there is not that many people who are rooting for him for Indiana from the jump.
No, like I mean, and you gotta have to like look at it even like their stadiums, like when they was playing games before like he got there and before they started getting good. Like, wait, were they packed or not? I don't think so.
You see
Maybe.
it happening. I mean,
Willing to bet now.
you saw it with USC a few years ago. Like they were empty stadiums, and then like Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams come in. That stadium gets packed all of a sudden. I'm like,
All
oh, all right, y'all were all fans
you
before
see it
this.
with Miami too. I mean, they can't even feel it, but still,
They
like
can't. They still can't feel it. Even when they're good, they can't
all
feel it.
the fair weather fans come out. I don't know why it drove me so crazy when I was watching that game and like they panned into the crowd, and I seen this like it was like right after they scored, they took the lead. Uh, I think, and like there's this girl in the crowd just hitting one of these, and I was like. Shut the fuck up, bitch. This is probably the first game you've ever been to. I was fucking so mad. Just that one fan pissed me off. I was like, you're probably not even a real fucking fan. And
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know, like
where are y'all coming from? Like, there's some teams on, like, I look at, let me see, like Ohio State loyal fan base, like they got a shit ton of fans.
I bet
Um,
they've also been good for like at least the last 10 years
yeah,
consistently. So it's
yeah.
like
Let me find some like shittier
if you
teams,
hear
like
somebody like, "Well, I like Ohio State," you're like, "Oh, okay," like I mean, who fucking knows when they jumped on it unless they're from there. Um,
Louisville. I feel like they got a solid fan base. Like their stadiums are always packed. They're like decent, but they're not that good. Virginia, they got a crazy crowd. They had a crazy crowd a few weeks
yeah, but I
ago.
mean, I think they're only filling up when they're winning.
Yeah, I haven't really like watched like them before. Texas Tech, even when they're bad, they're pretty filled up. Vanderbilt, see, they're another one of those schools where they didn't have any fans, and all of a sudden they got a ton of
Well, they get
fans. They were never filling
a
crowds.
lot of media attention and stuff like that too. Like, there's a lot of potentials being thrown around with Vandy, so
I feel like Georgia Tech's always had a decent showing in the crowd. Like I feel like they've always been a tough place to play, even when they're bad.
yeah, I think so.
Obviously, um, teams like Nebraska, they've been bad for like a decade now. They're still selling out. People say it's fake sellouts. I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
Oh, they're giving away tickets. Just giving them away.
But yeah, so I mean, I guess like the one team we didn't talk about, my number one, your number two is Alabama. Four straight
It's my number four.
four straight wins against oh yeah, your number four.
Yeah,
That's
they're
crazy. That's crazy.
they are on fire. They look like the best team in the country.
Georgia, Vandy, Missouri, Tennessee, and Vandy's looking good now.
They handled Vandy. They handled Tennessee. It was a close game against Georgia and Missouri, but I mean, you can't knock them for it. Those were both on the road. These two were at home. Coincidence? I don't know. Do they struggle on the road against South Carolina? Absolutely not. They probably killed them by they probably beat them by at least 17. I
I'll
mean, like
just say
you
like
guys just beat their ass, and
I'll
that's
say like Alabama or South Carolina's O line is awful. That's the only like that's like their the stem of all their problems. We've talked about this before about how like the O lines the like the end all be all kind of a team. And Lenore Sellers, like he's still a very good player. Like he's like doing all he can, but he just like he has no time to throw. He can't do anything. And his
you
receivers
know
aren't that good. They're not getting open for him. So South Carolina is just gonna suck until they get that O line figured out. And I don't know if that's gonna happen this year. So
I hope so. So
is that
they
South
kill them.
Carolina?
They kill them. It's not close.
LSU, they probably
Kill them.
kill them. Uh
Oklahoma's
OU,
gonna
we'll
be a
see.
crazy game. That shit's gonna be heat.
We got a good defense. If the offense doesn't move though,
I think you
Bama
guys
probably
can beat them.
kills.
Like the material get back in rhythm. It's 3 weeks from now, so um, I mean, if you guys see you guys drop another game, that might be the game to like prop you guys back up on the off chance. Um, and then obviously you got the Auburn Iron Bowl. Like who fucking knows with that game? And then that
Even
Auburn's
when Auburn's bad, but
Auburn's
I don't think they're
defense
bad.
is
They're pretty
good.
good.
I could see Jackson Arnold going fucking Super Saiyan in that game and rushing for like fucking 200 or something.
He's
Something.
one of those quarterbacks where he's like he's capable of having a good game.
Yeah, he is.
It's only happened like a couple times ever. That's just like
So yeah,
he has a strong arm. He's just not accurate. If he could just throw a pass like hit somebody in the chest, he might be the best like quarterback in college football if he could do that. But he can't do that. But maybe he will. It's at Auburn. It's in Auburn. That's a tough place to play, especially during the Iron Bowl.
it's
We've
gonna
had
be
some
crazy.
great moments. The kick six.
Yeah, I don't think
That
Alabama. I don't think they lose. I think the only losable game they have left is OU, barring like some catastrophe, crazy pick six
Eastern Illinois.
or
They
like
lose
an
to Eastern Illinois.
injury to like Ty Simpson. God forbid. But I mean they could still lose another game and still make the playoffs. They could probably lose to fucking Eastern Illinois and still make the playoffs.
Yeah,
Crazy
I think
amounts.
they're like undeniable to the playoffs. And honestly, I think even if they let's say they lose to OU, I think they still get in the SEC championship. I don't know
I just
if
have to look
there's
at the
any
SEC,
undefeated SEC teams.
A&M.
Oh, A&M, yeah, and I don't think they're gonna.
Oh, and then Alabama is undefeated in conference.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If they're only one loss in the conference, they probably make the championship.
Let's look at conference rankings real quick. So yeah, them and A&M, and then just a slew of one-loss teams. But a lot of these teams still have to play each other, so they should thin out as the weeks go
Yeah,
on.
I think yeah, there at least like there's a bunch of combos of that.
Got three
That's a
undefeateds,
that's a close race. SMU, they're sneaking back into the conversation.
five one-loss teams. Yeah, and then yeah, look at us bringing up the rear. Love that.
Who would have thought?
Big 12s, looking like the SEC kind of.
Yeah, I mean there's several contenders in the Big 12 right now. You got
I think all these
I would,
two lost teams are probably done for. I think this is it. It's gonna be two of those teams.
yeah, I mean I think like the real serious ones, obviously you're taking BYU. I think Cincinnati is a really strong contender. All four of those top ones. Houston's kind of a little bit outside. Like I'm not 100% sure they're really up to the same level as those other teams. Um, shit.
90 looks weird right there compared to look at this all the way up, and then you got them at 90, and even the points against too. Like,
Oklahoma State's not going to win another game in the in the conference this year.
ah, that's fucking ass.
The 1-6. They have a very cool homecoming. I went to it on Friday. Got invited. I was like, why not? They got these cool little floats that I guess like the sorority girls do, and like they're so creative. It was real interesting. They did this thing where like they brought out like people to hype up like the crowd and stuff. So they're like, oh, here's the women's basketball coach, here's the men's basketball coach. They didn't even bring the football guy out. They just brought the team out and they talked for like 2 seconds and left. Like it was
There's
more
like
like the other sports.
he's like, yeah, we got shit to say. Like got the fucking beach volleyball team out there.
They had the assistant wrestling coach out there. Like it was bad. It's very bad. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of our top six. I guess we could kind of transition into Heisman, which is becoming a really weird race. Like I don't know. It's like there's no 100% like leader. I said it was a two-man race, but like now I'm starting to think it's like an eight-man race. Like I don't know with the Heisman right now.
I just don't ever have time to like actually look at the stats. I just kind of like pick names and then kind of roughly put them in an order. I went with six.
He had a hell of a game against USC.
That's my number six. Oh, sure, it's insane, man. He is insane. So
He's one of my favorite players in all of college football.
he's got 11 tutties so far. No lost fumbles, so that's good. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the dude's a menace, dude. He's like electric. He's so fun to watch. Like he makes incredible plays. Incredible. He might be like the most fun player to watch in college football.
He's so hard to tackle right now, and just like he really was a big factor in them beating USC, probably like the main factor. CJ Carr made some bad decisions, threw an interception, and I feel like Jeremiah Love was just there like keeping things steady for that team because USC, like their defense is better than like USC defenses of the past.
Yeah.
So he needed to have a big game. He did. They're
228's crazy.
they're
That's
just gonna
insane.
keep going up in the rankings, which is gonna boost his profile.
Yeah.
If he keeps doing this, I think he's a solid like contender to at least make the ceremony.
I mean, it might be too late, but I mean, if he keeps churning out games like that, like, I mean, he's already at 758. Um, it's like it might be a little too late, but just based off of like the type of plays he's making too, and like the just crazy flash to it, I feel like it draws a little bit of extra attention to him. Like, we're not
And
necessarily
he's
like,
he's at Notre Dame too, which
yeah,
always
exactly.
helps.
Like, I got the gold helmets, and he's out there looking like Booby Miles from Friday Night Lights.
I can't even lie, like their uniforms are so
I
hard to
like him.
me. Like
I
Like
like
just
him.
like the plain old school uniforms. I love their stadium too, especially at night. That's why I was mostly watching that game because I like the stripes in the end zone. I just like the way it's lit up. Like, I feel like their lighting's a little bit different than some other teams.
They're probably like the only old school like team that I kind of like their like aesthetic. Like I don't I don't like fucking Penn State's shit.
Bama's pretty old school.
I don't like Bama's either. I guess Michigan's kind of old school, but they're not as bad. Yeah, Notre Dame's at the top for the like traditional kind of schools.
Yeah, like just kind of their aesthetic and their vibe. I really enjoy it.
I
Um,
wish they would go back to their old logo
oh yeah, I forget that they don't
with the
really.
leprechaun.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that logo. I feel like
That
they
logo was hard,
still
dude.
pull it out every now and then. Um,
They probably put it
but
on like merch and shit like that, but
that's probably
maybe.
what I've seen it on. Maybe is like stuff like that. But yeah, Jeremiah Love's a good pick. I went with at number 5. I went with Julian Sand. His stats are going crazy. He's just not had that Heisman moment, which it's kind of fucked
Is
up.
he going to?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're not playing big competition, and you know what's fucked up though is like for some reason, like to be a Heisman, you have to play in a game where you're like losing and come back, kind of to.
You have to put the team on your shoulders, like break 6 tackles and like throw a 50-yard fucking touchdown. Like
There's no reward for just simply beating teams' asses. I feel like in the Heisman,
it's just like boring. It's like the Drake May treatment that he's getting in the NFL. Like nobody talking about him, but he's just churning along, just cooking motherfuckers. Um,
like statistically, like he might just win based off his stats and just based off like the fact that they might be undefeated by the time the season ends.
yeah, he's playing incredible. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I had to look at the score of the Lions Bucks game. Oof. Buccaneers are getting killed.
The Buccaneers are.
Yeah. Fucking
Damn.
Mike Evans got carted off the field too.
Oh, that sucks. That's
Yeah.
depressing.
Well,
Um,
anyways, yeah. I mean, he's fourth in QBR in the country. You know, he might be like towards the top in yards. We can look at total quarterbacks just overall after this. You know, for statistics, just to see, you know, maybe there's somebody at a lower fucking FBS school that's just dicing up, probably had 3,000 yards already. Um, I know like the Baylor quarterback,
yeah,
he had like 2,000 before this game even started.
yeah. So Sawyer
He's
Robertson's
speed.
pretty good too.
So,
Yeah,
but yeah, I like saying
yeah. It's kind of a level of competition thing too, as far as looking at stats.
I still got Marcel Reed up there.
That's who I have at number 4.
I
Um,
mean, looking at them side by side, 3 rushing touchdowns. Is that like 80, 120, 150 rushing yards? So he's got 18 total. Credit.
yeah,
So he's got
he's closer
less
to 19
less
because
touchdowns, less yards, more interceptions, lower QBR. He does have rushing yards, but
higher level of wins. Although there's not anything super incredible on the win sheet for Texas A&M other than the Notre Dame game, which is more than Ohio State has.
I would personally still I would put Sand over Marcel Reed.
I
I
just
said,
like Marcel Reed like because I feel like he's again just competition's been higher.
yeah,
Um,
I would agree with that. The competition
he
is higher.
he's had to. I know it's unfair, but he's just like had to do more things to win, than saying, and saying's I don't know if he's draft eligible. I don't know if he's a true
I don't think
sophomore.
so. I think he's a redshirt sophomore.
So
I think
he might be able to leave then, but I haven't heard much about it. Like I haven't seen mock drafts with Julian saying on it, but also haven't read a bunch of mock drafts so far this year.
maybe he's
So
a true sophomore. Because I don't think he can go.
oh no, I think yeah, because I think he was committed to Bama, decommitted, went to Ohio State as a freshman. So
Sound
I think he's just a sophomore.
that sounds about right.
But I could be dead wrong about that. But my point being that I think he might, like, they might hold off till next year if he comes back. But yeah, I mean Marcel Reed and Julian Sand are pretty comparable.
Who else you got? I'm just gonna order
Uh,
them on the fly, and then
I got Diego Pavia at number three. Um, he's just he's that guy to me. Like as far as like
it's fucking he's insane. Let's
6'10"
see.
QBR, like he's got decent stats.
He's like almost got the same shit, just 200 less yards than Marcel Reed. But look at his rushing stats. 4 touchdowns. That's gonna put him at 19. He's got what, three or four?
He's got
Three.
three, so that
So
he's
he's
got
got
18.
one more
Sain's
rushing
at
touch or
19.
one more total touchdown. Um, Rushing yards, he's got probably at least double Marcel Reed's. Bigger wins than Marcel Reed, so I would do that. Put him behind Saiyan because he does have a loss stat wise. I think he's able to put himself over Marcel Reed. So this is what I would rock with so far,
Yeah,
personally.
I just think he's just got more of that it factor that makes it fun to watch that I think they kind of look for in a Heisman. Haynes King's he's having a hell of a
Dog,
year.
this is fucking terrible though. That motherfucker does not throw the ball. Uh, I mean he does. He's got
He's
1,100
not
yards.
terrible when he does throw it though. That's the thing.
So I mean, like comparing that to Pavi, who's like a similar type player. He's got like about four, a little under 400 yards less. Um, Actually, I don't think we've been looking at. Hold on, hold on. Okay,
That
he still
adds
has.
that adds a
He's,
rushing touchdown.
so he's got 19. He's at 19. Oh, we got 10 rushing touchdowns.
He's at shit.
560 yards. So, I mean, if you add the yards on there, it puts him on par with everybody's passing yards. But Marcel Reed or Pavia still, and I think Marcel Reed's still beating him in yards total. Um, I mean, passing yards, he's doing okay. He's got one interception, which is nice. He's just got no big wins. I just wanted to bring him up. I think he's a interesting, slight dark horse to the conversation. Um, they are undefeated if they win out, and he keeps doing what he's doing. Maybe pad the passing to touchdowns a little bit. At least try to get to double digits. And then like if he can keep still rushing for touchdowns too, in conjunction with the passing touchdowns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
but
mean
he's got a solid shot. Nothing crazy, but he'd have
I
to.
do think there is a pathway for him, especially you get a win against Georgia that last week,
Oh
and then
yeah,
you get an extra game if you get to the ACC championship to pad your stats further. You win that. He's probably a serious contender at that
an
point.
undefeated Georgia Tech team, like that just sounds weird.
Yeah, speaking
With
of
the
like
win
people,
against Georgia and potentially I don't know, a really good Virginia team, really good. If Miami's
Miami,
able to squeak back in there, if they can beat them, um, maybe even knock them out of the playoffs. Who knows?
it'd be interesting. This person wasn't on my rankings, but I did. Speaking of people, I just wanted to throw in there. Gunnar Stockton is
I thought about putting him
definitely.
on here.
He just doesn't quite have the like the passing touchdowns. I mean, but he's
Let's
he's still
see.
10.
I mean, he's definitely above Haynes King.
Second in QBR, decent yardage. I don't know what his rushing touchdowns are, but
He's got seven, so 17 total.
shit, he might actually be up there.
He's got good wins. I would put him over Love for sure.
Shit, I
So
might
he's
put him
got
above Marcel
19.
Reed.
He's got 17 total. Three less picks, 200 less passing yards. They got about similar rushing yards. Hmm. I would still keep him below Pavia, but would we swap Marcel Reed and Gunnar?
It's like it's a really close like
Yeah, fuck it. I
competition.
would.
I would say like really looking at his
Like
stats because I didn't
wins.
realize he had that many rushing touchdowns. Like he's kind of solidly in this race right now. Like he
I
actually
think
has a
so.
legit chance.
Yeah, I would put him third for now. Just off the players that we've got so far.
Yeah, top two obviously it's same guys that have been the top two. Um, Ty Simpson is an animal.
Dude is insane. He's got two rushing touchdowns, so he's at 20, pushing 2,000. Big wins, probably the best stretch of wins out of anybody. And then
I actually like Ty Simpson too. It's like kind of crazy. I
I
don't
do
normally
too.
like Bama
Huh.
players, but he's pretty good and he's pretty cool. Um,
And then
I
yeah, I mean, he's got 151, so he's got 23 total. About
he's got 20 total, so a little
200
bit.
less yards, but he's got almost 100 more rushing yards than him, so it closes the gap a little bit. But I mean, Ty Simpson's got the best wins out of everybody. Mendoza's got the best stats. He's not too far back on QBR. His is down a little bit, but I mean, does anybody really give a fuck about QBR? I don't know.
I don't know.
This would be my order. Mendoza 1, Simpson 2, Sayan 3, Pavia 4, Stockton 5, Reed 6, Jeremiah Love 7, Haynes King. Honorable mention. What would you rock with? Anybody else you would add? Or is that you're like
Um,
you're at least top five and maybe some order?
I don't think I would add anybody off the top of my head right now. I'd probably go for me it'd be Ty Simpson, number one, Mendoza two. I'm probably sticking Diego Pavia at three. Um, this is when it gets tough. Like the Julian Sayin, Gunnar Stockton, Marcel Reed is so close, and even Jeremiah Love sneaking back in there. So I would probably go. Honestly, I might have Gunnar Stockton above Julian Sayin right now, and then probably keep it like that the rest of the way. But I don't know, Marcel Reed. Actually, I might have Marcel Reed above Julian Sayin. Actually, that's the way I
Okay.
would do.
So you're five. You got Ty, Fernando, Diego, Gunnar, Marcel Reed. I mean, ours aren't, it's not too far off, just kind of flopping people around a little bit. And yeah, I think Ty Simpson I think you could make a debate for him being one just based off of, wins alone, meaning more than stats.
Only one interception this deep in the season is crazy too.
I think he just threw that too. Like, fairly, yeah, against Vandy. So, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games into the season before he got his first interception? Mendoza's thrown two back to back. It's good defenses, but
But I
it's
would love if they both went out, like Alabama and Indiana both went out. That might be the closest Heisman race ever. Like
yeah, I mean, because then
we're not gonna know like going in. I love it when it's like that when you have no idea who's gonna win.
yeah, because you're gonna have, I mean, say Ohio State wins out, Mendoza's gonna have, a win against undefeated Ohio State team. They ain't got nobody really else of note. Alabama still has at least OU and Auburn, probably that are worth a damn. LSU's got a solid defense, but at least those two, and then whoever they could snake out in the SEC championship. So that's three more big wins to Mendoza's one. But Mendoza really needs to like pad the stats against these inferior teams. So that'd be a huge win against Ohio State. Maybe Alabama pulls Georgia or something. If he beats them again, um, who's Vandy got left? Jesus Christ. Ooh.
It's actually
Not
not that. It's not
it's
as
not it's
bad.
not great, but um Missouri's really good. Texas's defense is decent. Auburn's defense is pretty good. Kentucky sucks. Tennessee might be a shootout.
Tennessee's
Um,
defense is trash for sure.
yeah, so it's probably gonna be a shootout because the Tennessee's offense is good. Vandy's defense isn't like great, but they're not ass. So if they could win out, they would match Bama probably in the SEC championship.
Redeem the
Maybe
loss. That would be like,
Pavia, Ty Simpson, and then on one end, and then you got Julian saying and Mendoza on the other end.
yeah.
It'd be one of those four. And then you got old fucking Jeremiah Love off on an island playing fucking nobody.
Yeah,
So,
so he'd probably be like number four. Like, I think only four people get invited, so it'd probably be like, well, actually, probably just be those four guys. Then maybe if
I
like one
think
of them has a
so.
bad championship game, then maybe Jeremiah Love takes one of their
Or
spots. But
Gunnar, Marcel Reed slip in if they handle business and maybe only drop one game. I mean, A&M can afford to drop one. Georgia, not really. I mean, they're sitting at five. I guess depending on who they lose to. What do they have left? Yeah, we looked at them. I mean, they could afford to really probably lose to Georgia Tech, and that's it, without dropping like too far and like really kind of skirting the edge. It's yeah, it's looking kind of cool.
it's
it's a
heating
fun
up.
race. It's not it's
Normally, it's
not.
always like I feel like it's always like two guys like
Yeah,
the
last year it
whole
was
the
Cam Ward,
whole
Genty were
season.
like gone by this point. It was like, okay, who's it gonna be? It was like, I mean, it wasn't gone, but like you kind of knew it was one of those two. Or
Well,
no,
yeah,
it was,
last
and then
last year
Travis
was
Hunter sneaked back
Travis
up in
Hunter,
there.
and then like Cam Ward was up there until they started blowing games towards the end of the season. But it was like those three guys most of the season. Then the last month it was just like it's gonna be Travis Hunter or Ashton Genty. That's it. The year before it was gonna be I think it was Michael Penix, Jaden Daniels the year before, if I remember correctly.
I think so, yeah.
And
That was
that was
close.
like the whole season. It felt like it was just those two guys. Um, Year before that, CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams, like most of the season. This year, it's like I don't know who can win. Like Ty Simpson and Mendoza, obviously top two
It's
guys.
probably gonna be Ty Simpson.
Yeah, as long as they don't screw up and he doesn't be the reason for it. Like he throws four picks in a loss or something. Yeah, that might be that might be his
Something like that to ruin your Heisman and your team's hopes.
something like that happened recently, very recently,
Like
last Friday.
yeah, to be specific.
um,
In Miami, you know, if you want to be real location specific.
it was
No, we're
a
not naming any names. We're just kind of.
he was the betting favorite before Friday night.
He did drive a Lamborghini.
He's and we've already discussed his Snapchat messages and he's just he's a weird guy. He looks like the dude from Ice Age. Like I don't know.
We're not naming any names, but you know, could be could that could happen to you. Get your
Uh,
Lamborghini stolen. I don't know.
yeah, well, anything you want to touch on in the top 25? Anything else that we haven't talked about?
Mm. Michigan somewhere's back in there. Texas hanging on for dear life. LSU hanging on for dear life. South Florida creeping up. I like it. The team's sneaky, very sneaky.
Yeah, let's talk about that. We're talking about people fighting for their life. Like, who is like one loss away from getting knocked out? Obviously,
That's a tough schedule. I mean, Memphis
Memphis,
and Navy
maybe UAB, maybe they're good now with the new
are on
coaching
the bounce
staff.
back. You said one loss away from what?
Or like who's like on a limit, like they're on the brink of elimination. Like one more loss. Obviously, all these two-loss teams, I think lose one more,
Yeah.
they're out.
One loss
Um,
teams. Let's see. I think Louisville, if they lose a conference game, they're done for.
Virginia,
Uh,
I almost think they might be out. But
Tennessee.
their fucking loss doesn't count as a conference loss.
Yeah. So, I mean, they might still, even if they lose, they'll drop. They might drop out of the rankings, but like they still have a shot to make the championship. Tennessee's flirting with danger.
Yeah,
Uh, Mis-
Tennessee's cooked if they lose another game.
Missouri can't afford to lose another one. Texas Tech, OU, Notre Dame. If they lose another one, they won't make the playoffs. Um, Vandy. I mean, almost all the one-loss teams up to probably like Oregon. 'Cause I mean, if you're up here, you have a little room to like drop and then like make your way back in. You know, yeah, you might not make your conference championship. Like you just got to squeeze into the top 12, or at least
Yeah,
the top 11, because that group of five teams going to get put there maybe at 12, depending on what the record's like. So like, really, you want to be like top 10, because that 11, 12 spot you might get bumped.
that's true. I mean, I feel like still kind of early in the season where like a team like, Vanderbilt, Oklahoma, Missouri, I feel like they could afford another loss depending on who it's to. Like Oklahoma
Yeah,
has Ole Miss this weekend. If they lose to Ole Miss, I don't think they're going to get penalized terribly for
they
that
have
as
to
long
be
as it's
like
close.
have to be Bama though. You almost have to win
Yeah.
out.
I think Oklahoma could lose one more game and still make the playoffs. It can't be to LSU, I feel like, because I don't think LSU is going to be ranked by the time they play. But they only if they lose to Ole Miss,
Also matters like
well,
when you lose too. Like
even Tennessee could hurt pretty bad. I think Bama and Ole Miss are like they could lose to one of them and still make it. Um, Texas Tech, I
shit,
feel like
Miami they lose another
maybe they
game, they're
could.
probably done for.
Yeah, Miami's cooked if they lose another game. I would say SEC and Big Ten, like they can afford two losses
As long as they lose
for
to
the most
another
part.
good team in that conference.
ACC, I feel like if you get a second loss, you're hanging on for dear life. I mean, last year though, we had two ACC teams make the playoffs with two losses, so I mean, it can happen. It's not
Yeah.
impossible. And same with the Big 12. Like Texas Tech could maybe lose another one if they lose to like BYU or something. Um, but there it wouldn't look good for them. They'd be a bubble team, and that's the thing. If you got two losses, you're on the bubble. Like you're not like guaranteed anything at that point. One
Yeah.
loss, you're probably locked in. No losses,
I feel like the
obviously.
majority of the top 10 is going to be filled with like two lost teams. I feel like there's going to be a lot of two lost teams making it this year.
Yeah, it's a kind of a different year than last year. The field's a lot more competitive, probably because just NIL keeps evening things out. Teams
Shit,
are
there might
able to
be
get more
like
money.
one undefeated team. I think it's going to be the winner of Indiana Ohio State. I think they're going to be the only undefeated team left. I can't see Texas A&M winning out. Actually, no, I take that back because then Georgia Tech could win out, win the conference. They ain't really got. Oh, I guess they got Georgia, so if they could lose to Georgia still. There's a loss. BYU, they
BYU's got
could
a decent shot.
they got a decent shot, but like okay, Georgia Tech in reality is probably not beating Georgia, but it's possible. But more than likely they're gonna lose. They'll lose, so they won't be undefeated. BYU's like they have a shot, but it's not like great. It's like I'm saying, it's looking like it's good, and I think Texas A&M will drop a game. So it'll be the winner of Ohio State, Indiana. It will be the only undefeated team left come playoff time. I think,
Yeah, I would
which
say
is
so.
crazy to think about.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't really like. I don't see A&M winning out. That sounds crazy.
Who do they have left
BYU,
actually?
I could easily see winning out though.
You know what? Actually, never mind. They might. It's doable. I thought they had a bigger opponent left. I mean, I think Missouri could get them, and then yeah,
They
Texas.
should be
We did talk
favored.
about them. Yeah, they should be, but I mean, Missouri is good. And then yeah, the rivalry game on the road against Texas. So anything can happen. But yeah, they have a better shot than I thought. But then they have the conference championship game. So and I think there's a couple SEC teams that are better than them. So they might take their loss there if they don't take one before then. So statement still stands.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else really to talk about this week. Um, Chaos has erupted. Things are heating up. Interesting season. Hoping for more. Like
Well,
I said earlier, if you don't comment, you're gay. So go ahead and go ahead and comment.
really
Uh,
twisting their arm there. We're back in middle school.
so yeah, I think that's the end of our episode. We'll have predictions, team talk, all that good stuff. So we'll catch y'all next week. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.